Now when the lights turn out on focus, overdose, slow, hope, dope, don't choke this. Lucid psychosis, kitty cat broke it, leaking out slow, get the most so flocious.
Now when the lights turn out on focus, overdose, slow, hope, dope, don't choke this. Lucid psychosis, kitty cat broke it, leaking out slow, get the.
What is up, y'all? Welcome to another video. If it's your first time stopping by my channel, I'm Jeffro, and this is Jeffro's Fishkeeping. Working in the fish room again today. Thought I would take a break from shrimp for a while. The last 3 videos that I uploaded were about shrimp. And I thought I'd focus on something that I've been meaning to do for quite a while. As you can see in the thumbnail, I'm working on my 55-gallon breeder tank. I'm going to do a rescape on this 55-gallon tank today and hopefully put my super red bristlenose Plecos in the mood. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Alright guys, I don't know how well you can see this tank, but today I am working in the fish room and I've got some super red bristlenose Plecos in here that are all about to the age of breeding, and I did have 5. I had 3 males and 1 female. I originally started with 6 but lost 2, so I was down to 4, and I did get one in this week from Mile High Plecos. I got a really nice female, and I didn't do an unboxing. I was kind of in a hurry whenever she came in, but she's really nice, and she actually looks like she's pregnant. But I've been wanting to do this for a while. I'm going to rescape this tank. I'm going to get all this hornwort completely out of here. It's going to be really tough because I've got shrimp just embedded in all of this, and I'd like to get the guppy grass out of here, but I think for now I'm going to, right here where the guppy grass starts, fluff it up and tuck it up into here, get all the hornwort out, and then I'm going to take all of this Java moss in my son's 30-gallon tank. I'm going to take all of this Java moss completely out of here, and I'm going to place it into this 55-gallon tank. So that is what I'm doing. Working in the fish room on the 55-gallon breeder tank, and not only am I going to do that though, I'm also going to add a bunch of new Pleco hides. I've got some PVC here. I'm going to pile up a bunch of rocks and try to get them just a jungle going, and I'll probably time-lapse a whole bunch of it, but I'm going to start out by getting all of this hornwort out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoy this.
Overdose, slow, hope, dope, don't choke this. Lucid psychosis, kitty cat broke it, leaking out slow, get the most so flocious. Me about both, keep it breathing, keep it up. We could spark trees and I won't see meaning, we could catch me.
Alright, it's pretty messy, but I've got to start here. I went ahead and decided to take the guppy grass out. Of course, as you can see, I know the glare is really bad. As you can see, there is tons of guppy grass still left in here, just little particles and flakes and all that. It's going to probably eventually get sucked into the intake. I'm going to let things chill down for a little bit, and I'm going to go into the 30-gallon and start working on getting that moss out of there and trying to leave all the fry that I can. There's a possibility that I got some shrimp and maybe a guppy fry or 2. But trying to set up something for these Plecos to feel safe. So that's what I just done. Not for beauty, more for try to make these Plecos happy. And if this doesn't work, I'll try switching it up again.
So freely speak about you and me.
I took this moss a few weeks ago, and I took scissors and I cut down into the moss this way and then down into the moss this way in a lot of spots, and that really promoted it to grow up and out and get real bushy. It's a really nice piece of moss. I got it when it was only like a baseball size, and I've grown it to this. I do fertilize it every now and then, or feed it, I guess you would say. And I am going to work on getting it out and into a bucket and getting all of this guppy grass in there. And hopefully I don't mess anything up.
And the nights setting up, I'm focused. Overdose, slow, hope, dope, don't choke this. This is psychosis. Kitty cat broke it. Kick it out, slow it.
Alright. So I got that done. This tank does need some attention, of course. I need to do a water change on it, but his platies will still have good cover. There's probably too much guppy grass in there. Haven't been able to tell if I got any guppies in there. It looks like I do have maybe one guppy in there. Right down there, I can see a little yellow guppy shooting in and out right in the middle, right to the right of that orange platy. And I don't know about shrimp, so he may have just got a couple of freebies. Now it is time to move this moss, which is the regular Java moss, not the Christmas moss, the regular Java moss, into my 55-gallon breeder. Let's do this. Alright, y'all, there's no good way about it. I've got to get this moss into this tank, and hopefully it survives. I know it was just free floating in the other tank, so we will just see how she blows. I'm just gonna lightly, gently allow it to go into place. Wherever she wants to fall, and let her rip. See if I can grow this one all the way across the tank. Alright, so we're going to let that set for a few hours and let the tank clear up and see if there's any last minute changes that we need to do. And I'll check back in with you guys then.
The nights setting up, I'm focused. Overdose, slow, hope, dope, don't choke this. This is psychosis. Kitty cat broke it. Kick it out, slow, get the most so flocious. We about both, keep it breathing. Keep it up, we could spark trees and I won't see meaning. We could catch feelings. Speak about dreams and I run so freely. Speak about you and me, oh so deeply.
Overdose, slow, hope, dope, don't choke this. Lucid psychosis. Kitty cat broke it. Leaking out slow.
What is up, y'all? It has been a couple of hours since I set this tank back up and changed it a little bit, and the biggest reason why I went with the moss is I did this in another tank, and within a week I had eggs. And the way that I kind of looked at it is it made them feel like their hides were secure, something to do with the moss. And that's what I did in this other tank. Is the moss had been in the very middle of the tank away from the hide, and I put the hide back in the corner and put the moss over there right next to it, and it just grew over the top of it, you know. In like a week I had eggs, and they've been doing clutches once a month ever since. So these super reds, I decided to add a lot more hides and take all the guppy grass out and add all this moss over the top of all the hides. Now I know right now you guys can't see all of the hides, but from about right here all the way across, there are hides everywhere, and this moss is just draped over the top of it. And ever since I did it, back here in this little corner right here, there is one of those. It's really actually made for shrimp. It's a hide that you stack them and it turns into a shrimp colony, kind of like my rock pile over here. It kind of acts like that little rock pile over there, but the shrimp can come in the front and out the back. And ever since I put that over here in this corner, these super reds have been paying a lot of attention to this area, and they've been acting funny and chasing each other around and playing and having a blast. And it's kind of cool. You know, it's just been maybe an hour and they are just exploring. They are just really, really active. And I believe right here is the female that I got from Mile High Plecos the other day. She's really a lot larger than the other female that I had. But I'm not for sure that that's her. Her and one of my males are about the same size. But this end of the tank over here, I kind of left alone. I like to have the feeding tray open so that you know, you can get the food to go all the way to the bottom. Didn't do anything with the rock pile in the back. I know the glare is bad down there. Didn't do anything with the rock pile there in the back. You know, that's pretty much, I don't want to bother that because there's a bunch of shrimplets down inside there, and didn't want to mess with that. I did drape some moss over the top of that. The shrimp loved the moss too. That was another reason why, you know, I mean, they love guppy grass, don't get me wrong, but shrimp just graze and graze and graze on Java moss. They really, really like it. Here's one of my males right here, if I can zoom in on him without him taking off. Really, really nice male. I really like that male. That's one of my bigger ones. There is one that's a little bit bigger than him, and then I've got one small male, but for the most part, they're just down here chilling, just playing. It's like a little playground for them. You can see this one at the top here. I think I did good. I will try to fluff up the moss a little bit on the bottom where you guys can see, but maybe not, because you guys can see I've got these terracotta spikes double stacked. I've got probably 20 hides in here for them, but the reason why you do so many is because you give them all kinds of different choices. And if you can see right now, their pick is this one down here. They can come in the front and out the back, and they can go from the back. They usually always do spend a lot of time back there in that corner because I've got a great big piece of Malaysian driftwood, a big chunk of it back there, and they usually spend a lot of time back there already anyhow. Now I gave them a little place to where they can hide, and they've just been spending lots of time on it and inside it, coming in and out of it and just playing all around it. So I am pretty pleased. I'll try to get some shots of the tank for you guys. And no, there's my male from Mile High Plecos. See if I can get her before she takes off. The glare is bad. Man, the glare is terrible. See if I can zoom in any. Oh, the glare is terrible. There she is. That glare is really fighting my camera. Okay, she's pretty fat. I don't know if you guys can tell, that glare is completely terrible. But she's a pretty good sized female. I'm happy with her. She seems to be liking it here in the tank. I wish I would have waited a little longer to film this tank in the daytime. This room is originally a sunroom, so there's a lot of windows in here, and you pretty much got to have nighttime to really film the tank. So that is it, guys. doing some stuff in the fish room for my Plecos. Gotta get them breeding. What do you guys think? I've been wanting to do this for quite a while because I just automatically think when something isn't breeding, maybe you don't have them happy enough. And it probably wasn't that. It probably was my female just wasn't ready yet. But this new female I got from Mile High Plecos, let's just say she's definitely mature enough, and I think things are going to start making a change because the way they've been acting in this tank since I've made this Rescape, it gives me high hopes. I really enjoy these Plecos. They're really pretty. And yeah, so if it is your first time coming by my channel, make for sure and hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot. And while you're there, make sure and hit the post notification bell. Right now, I'm uploading videos every Monday and every Thursday, and I'm also live streaming every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks for coming along on this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out, y'all.
Now when the lights turn out on focus, overdose, slow, hope, dope, don't choke this. Lucid psychosis, kitty cat broke it, leaking out slow, get the most so flocious.
Now when the lights turn out, I'm focused. Overdose, slow, hope, dope, don't choke this. Lucid psychosis, kitty cat broke it, leaking out slow, get the most so flocious. Me about both, keep it breathing, keep it up. We could spark trees and I won't seek meaning. We could catch feelings, speak about dreams and I run so freely. Speak about you and me, so deeply.
Overdose, slow, hope, dope, don't choke this. Lucid psychosis, kitty cat broke it, leaking out slow, get the most so flocious. We about both, keep it breathing, keep it dark. We could spark trees and I won't seek meaning. We could catch feelings, speak about dreams and the world so free. Speak about you and me, oh so deeply.
I kick it up, fuck man shit.